I was always a bastard. Just ask Charity. I must have had an unhappy childhood. But I'm always practical, and I don't feel like dying just yet. I broke that contract, and even if you decided not to kill me, I would still be in shit.
You got yourself in it on your own.
It's true. Listen, I think the only way I can get out of this is by working for you. What do you say? You know I'm good.
You really think that after what you just did, I'm gonna hire you? Without mentioning how you're a turncoat?
Keep dreaming. But you know I won't have a choice anyway. I'll have to stick to you like glue and take part in the fight. Now it's up to you, of course.
All right, but I don't really know why I'm doing this. Maybe because I don't want to be a bastard like you. First sign of any backstabbing, you're a dead man.
You're really a great guy, Roy. Gotta say. Let me get my shit together and I'm all yours.
Master, you want something from me?
I wanted to... Later, Mary.
And I knew that scumbag when I was a kid. He always was a snake. Anyway, thanks. Thanks a lot.
I wasn't about to lose my best source of information.
Don't be so cynical. You're a good man, Roy. I got nothing on me right now, but drop by my place. I'll give you something.
Yeah, all right. I'll drop by.
Master?
Well, you don't pull any punches, that's for sure. And I figured I was a bastard. Maybe I'm not the only one.
That a problem?
For me, absolutely not. It's just I didn't think you were like that, that's all. Anyway, if you didn't kill people, I'd probably be tempted to do it myself. Not so much for the serum, then again. So we don't leave some son of a bitch behind who can fuck us over in the name of something as stupid as revenge.
Come on, follow.
No way, Yeah.
I want it. You know Shadow Lair.
I was born there, but I didn't always live there. Bounty hunters tend to get around a bit, but I've been back for a while. So, yeah, I guess I know the place better than you. It's a big pile of shit with gutless wonders living in it and run by head cases. A charming little spot, my favorite. If you want, just ask me when we're in the neighborhood. I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why not? I may find out some stuff from you, and at least you'll make me laugh. I wanted to... How'd you become a bounty hunter?
It's a long story, but basically I didn't have much choice. I was living in Shadow Lair at the time, had some problems, had to get out. I started working for a guy, a real bastard to be honest, but he respected me and vice versa. One day he got shot and they tried to make me take the fall. I didn't have a choice. I had to go find the guys. That's how I started.
Can you tell?
You know this place. I don't really know what to say. There's Charity's bar, and that's where you're sleeping. This is the poor part of town. Got lots of mutants, but there's worse. Just go to the slums. But I gotta admit, it's got character, and you can lose a tail easier.
guy who hired you?
Another guy with a ridiculous name. Generosity, I think. Yeah, right. He looks as generous as a good kick in the ass. And he comes across all lit up, too, like a war windmill. They said he's pretty high up in the source. Probably didn't make the decision on his own, like always with these inbreeds. You can bet the whole guild wants your head. And the bounty was high. Real sad.
That's right. You go crying over it one more time and I'll change my mind.
All right. No point talking about it again. I'll be good. Yeah?
What do you think about the Resistance?
Dreamers completely disconnected from the real world. People who are doing everything to change the world but don't understand they might just destroy it. Figure they're dangerous in their way. Bunch of freaks who think they know the real truth. Fucking extremists that gotta be real bitter because they weren't born with power.
What do you think of Honor Grant?
Our national hero? Want my opinion? I can't say I really know him, but the idea that if he could have taken over at the top from his buddy, he'd have done it. That guy can pretend he's as straight as an arrow, the paragon of virtue and all that shit. But he's just like everyone else. He just wants power.
There's something else. Nothing. Let's go. So, back in business?
And how? Thanks to you. If I can do anything for you, just let me know.
Well, now that you mention it, I found this coin, and I figured someone like you might be able to tell me a bit more about it.
Well, you got that right. I made it. Where'd you find it?
You make a lot of them?
No, only on order. Time to time, I get an order by mail, and I deliver the package to an address they gave me.
What's the address?
Well, it's in the suburbs, but hang on. I'll look in my register and write down the exact place. But you know, there's no real point going out of your way for that. At worst, the guy'll order more coins off of me.
That's kind of what I don't want to see happen. Thanks for the address. Later.
Looks like you're back in the neighborhood.
Always a pleasure.
Of course. What do you want?
You said to drop by. You'd give me something.
True. Even if I wonder if I did the right thing. Seeing you hang out with that scum. When I think about you kidnapping me.
I know Roy likes you. I just used the cards in my hand best I could. Nothing personal.
That's your problem. It's never anything personal. Anyway, here, Roy, take this. I hope it'll be useful. Listen, while we're on the subject, the kid, Innocence, came by while I was out. He told the bouncer the Resistance is getting a major strike ready on a train. He'll want you with him. It's a Technomancer convoy, if I understood right. You should maybe find out some more. Could be dangerous.
stupid idea is that? Joining the resistance? That bunch of idiots are so hooked on utopia, they probably shit roses.
He wants to know what happened to his parents, to get revenge, I guess. I also think he really believes they can change things.
At his age, you can understand it. Even if you should have taught him better. You're gonna get him in deep shit, you know. Pretty good chance of him dying.
I know. Hey.
Hi, what? Yes?
I heard the Resistance is planning to attack a Technomancer convoy. You know if the kid who was with me the other day is with them?
You know, I don't actually follow their every move with bated breath. But seems to me he actually was with them, yeah. They said something about freeing prisoners.
The kid must have thought his parents might be in there. But it reeks of a suicide operation.
Wasn't supposed to overhear their discussion, but I know where the attack will take place. I can take you there if you want. It'll cost you, though.
I got something.
Who are you? Why do you follow me? And what do you want of me?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyone ever told you ask too many questions?
Well, I'm the one asking questions here. I asked them first, see? And you don't want to piss me off. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Fine, the name's Roy. I think you might be the guy who murdered all these girls, and I want answers from you. All good?
What? That's bullshit. Complete bullshit. Now get out of my sight, asshole.
Listen, as I said, I want answers from you. If they're not enough, I'll just have to ask again, harder, until you confess your crimes.
You waste your time, man. I won't confess anything because I just didn't do anything. Now just give me a break, unless you want to kill me.
Right. I won't spend hours on that. I'll just kill you, I think.
What? Yeah, right. No, seriously. I'm innocent. I'm just selling this shit, I swear.
Not much of a fighter, are you?
Hi, what can I do for you?
Later. I cornered the killer. I doubt he'll do it again. The streets are safe now.
Thank you, Will. You're a sweetheart. If you want a little fun, you know. In the meantime, take this. My way of saying thanks for taking care of us.
Later. Your wife's murderer won't hurt anybody anymore. I took care of him personally.
You got him? Thank you. Thank you for all you did for me. Have this. That's very little for the memory of my dear Fidelity.
That's very generous of you. Thanks. Goodbye, and, good.
Innocence! Innocence!
Shit, Charity. It was a disaster. The kid was arrested.
I'm sorry, Roy. He seemed like a real nice kid, really. The attack was stupid, but I already knew it didn't work.
You got a lot of good information, apparently.
Some young person came here to hide just after. Judy. She told me what happened. And there's also someone sniffing around your place. A girl who works for the General.
That'd be Devotion. She's his right-hand man, armed, from what I understand.
My poor Roy. You have to decide. You're going to need allies if you want to help the boy. And scenes I doubt the Resistance can put up with honor and vice versa. You should go talk to the two women. See what they suggest. Roy, looks like...
Always a pleasure.
Of course. I don't...
Master, you want something from me?
I want to tell you something. Later, Mary.
Greetings, Mr. Temperance. I've been ordered to see if you've thought things over.
It's not really a good time. One of my friends,
We know, so the General has a proposal for you. He can save the young man if you decide to work for him. The Technomancers aren't strong enough yet to counter his decisions. Join us and he'll live. On the other hand, I have to warn you that after saving him, we'll have to leave Shadowlair for a mission in Green Hope.
What the hell is this all about? And who is this android? Her bodywork looks alright, but she seems kind of weird.
Tenacity. Meet Devotion. She works for General Honor Grant, who suggested I join him.
And now he's pretty persuasive with the kid in the hands of the Technomancers. Nah, if he can stop people tracking us, sounds like a pretty good deal.
Can you remind me what it's all about again? What does the General expect from us?
The General wants you to join the group he wants to put together to stop the Technomancers from getting more power. In exchange for your help, and in particular for your participation in what he wants to do at Green Hope, he'll have the child freed.
It's a big decision.
All right, come back and see me.
Always a pleasure.
Of course. I don't have anything more to propose you at the moment, honey. You already helped me a lot.
Roy! I'm happy to see you. Even if Marco doesn't agree, I know we'll need you.
Like you needed innocence.
Please, hear me out. You can't imagine how sorry I am about his arrest. But he wanted to take part in the attack. I think maybe we can help him escape when they decide to execute him. With your help, I'm sure we can do it. You know how important our ideas are to him. Marco didn't welcome you right, and he's still suspicious of you, but he's not the only one who makes decisions around here. Let's save him together, and then you can join us. We'll leave for Green Hope as soon as we free him. We hope we can weaken the Technomancers there.
Those little resistance bastards aren't as stupid as they look. They sent a cute cheerleader to bring you over. Cheap move.
Tenacity, shut up. Judy's one of the leaders of the Resistance.
Yeah. Still, if I were you, not sure I'd buy that line about saving him. And the Resistance, you know.
All right, I'll join you if you do everything you can to get Innocence out.
Thank you, Roy. Here, Innocence left his diary at the HQ. I think he'd prefer you to have it. There must be a way to stop them. We've got to get him out of there.
Judy, we tried everything. We even thought about an all-out attack, but look at that. Those bastards have a machine gun. They must know we're here.
We can't just stand here.
We never thought they'd bring out something like that. The second we get in the yard, we're dead meat. That's exactly what they're expecting. I'm sorry.
Oh, lend us an ear, boys, lend us an ear. The world's gone around in the street. Oh, lend us an ear, girls, lend us an ear. Our enemies shall weep. The walls of Aurora stand strong before her, never shall know defeat. So rise up, you people, join in the struggle, justice we shall see.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Judy's given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. A lot of the time, his story's pretty mushy. Even if it was at least starting to be less of an airhead, he was just too soft right to the end. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he started following Marco. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me stopping the serial killer. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far from over. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. What a miserable place. The name hardly reflects its condition.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Lots of people died here, taking it or defending it. It was a real slaughterhouse. But we can't stay here. Marco's waiting for us in the eastern part of the town. We have to move. I can't get Innocence's last moments out of my head. I feel so guilty. But I'm sorry. I know you've got more on your mind than my feelings. What can I do for you?
I wanted to... What's Marco's problem with me?
Marco lost his family in the Technomancer's jail. Like all of us. Of course, that's not really a good enough reason, but he can be very hard. He doesn't forgive easily, and basically for him, all Technomancers are executioners.
Do you think the same thing?
I don't need Marco to think, Roy. If I came looking for you, it's because I don't agree with him. That doesn't mean I can stop him thinking what he wants. You're the one who's got to show him he's wrong.
You're not like him. You get along well anyway?
It's true we don't always agree on things, but we do have the same vision, Roy. And that vision is far more important than our differences.
At the end of the day, he's still the one who makes the decisions. He leaves you free to think what you want, but you still have to respect his authority.
Not always. You're the proof.
What do you think of our dowser?
To be honest, during the war he was my hero. He was incredible, an amazing strategist, And he gave us hope when we thought we were goners. At the time, he made us so many promises. Then he went and broke them all. I really thought he was gonna give the people more freedom. That's why we fought so hard. All that to take out the militia as soon as we got back from the front. It killed me. Now I hate him.
I see. Better we change the subject. How did you become part of the Resistance?
I didn't get here by chance, anyway. It was a choice. My choice. When I got back from the war, I saw what was going on here, and I didn't wait a second. I got together with my former war buddies, who were as angry as me, and we made ourselves a little cell. Then Marco got in touch with us, so we could join forces. You know the rest.
Picturing you at the front's hard enough already, but setting up a cell on your own? Well, if you say so.
Believe what you want if it makes you feel better thinking of me as a poor, helpless woman. But let me tell you, you're making a big mistake about me.
What does the Resistance really stand for?
At first, we were just about fighting a government that had betrayed its own by assassinating the militia. But later, other ideas started popping up. There was especially the fact that the people should be able to choose their dowser and representatives, so crimes like that would never happen again. They say that on Earth, that's what it was like in lots of countries.
And you really believe all that? You think the other guilds are gonna let you set up that kind of system without blinking an eye? And don't get me started on all the chaos inside the guild.
I believe it, and I think the people of Aurora would only be better off for it. You're free to think different.
He wasn't with you long, but I'd like you to tell me what he did while he was here.
I'd love to. Right at the start, Marco asked him to carry messages. It sounds easy, but it can be dangerous. He did really well. He got fake IDs to groups being hunted by the Technomancers, couriered authorizations, and even resistance tracks.
You used him as a courier and sent him to slaughter, attacking a prisoner train. When it comes right down to it, you use your troops the same way the Source does. They're totally expendable.
That's not fair. First of all, that's not all he did, and on top of that, he wanted to take part in the attack on the convoy. There's no point arguing with you.
Where do you come from, Judy?
I was born in Valombra. Ever been there? It's a pretty small city. Life's good there. I came to Shadowlair to join up. I stayed here a bit, long enough to learn how to use a weapon.
I figured it was something like that, seeing as how you're so simple.
So you think a jaded technomancer is less of a stereotype? Knock it off. If you don't like what I am, just stop talking to me.
I never met a woman like you before. So full of passion. So beautiful.
I wasn't expecting that. But, thank you, Roy. I don't know if I'm beautiful or not, but as for the passion, that part's true. And I think I'm kind of proud of it. But what are you telling me that for?
I wanted to see how you'd react, that's all. And your blood really gets going soon as someone flatters you. You're not conceited, are you?
That's really juvenile. But if that's how you get off...
Did you ever go to Green Hope?
No. During the war, I wasn't in the sector. And before, well, that was Abundance. Heard what happened here, of course, but I guess you know as much as me.
You said you were in the war.
Yeah. I wanted to enlist. I didn't just want to stay in Valombra with everyone else fighting. So I figured I'd become a soldier too, to defend Aurora.
corps were you in?
I was in the Rangers, and I got lucky. Lots of us got taken prisoner real early, but I trained hard, and I was pretty good at it. So I only got back to Shadowlair after the fighting was over. Pretty much about the time of the Battle of Green Hope. I would have been sent out again, I figure, if Abundance hadn't asked for the ceasefire. And you?
I fought on a few different shadow lines as a grunt. Nothing special. The war and all its shit-covered glory.
But with skills like yours, you could have been a lot more, couldn't you? And I guess you wanted to keep a low profile. I get that.
I wanted that.